and spinning the oil filter, and it's coming down. Oh God, this oil on my hands. Oh, this thing's been said oil change. Oil change complete. I have to wipe my hand off because I forgot the shop towels. All my stuff has oil on them. I have to drive with cardboard covering the steering wheel because I have oil change hands on it. What's going on, guys? Today we're starting off this video by dumping some oil that I have in the garage. I'm going to dump that oil so I can prepare to change the oil in my Turo car. The reason why we're changing the oil in the Turo car is because its maintenance is due, oil change is due, but at the same time, my current Turo renter has the car and he wants to keep it for maybe the next 3 or 4 months or so. I want this car to be in good running condition because I anticipate that this guy might actually pay my car off, or at least the upfront expense that I have to pay for the car. So I want this car in good running condition. So we're gonna start this video off by dumping this oil at AutoZone or Advanced Auto Parts or whoever takes oil. I'm going to try and message the rental today and see if I can do an oil change for him today. It's Saturday. I don't mind doing it on Sunday as well, but I also don't want it to be too late because I might have to end up going to the house that the car is at right now, and I don't want to come to nobody's house at night. So I want to try to get this done as early as possible. I want to see what the renter says, and we're going to see if we can go through with this because this guy might actually pay my car off. I am happy. This is my jack. It's a Harbor Freight jack. I'm gonna use this jack to lift the car up. It's gonna take me about maybe 30 or 40 minutes to get that Turo car oil change done. It's not even gonna take me that long. All right, let's get this stuff done. I always like to put these on Amazon boxes, and whatever I have that, damn mosquito must have bit me too. Yeah, I always like to put these on Amazon boxes or recycled. I'd like to put these on something just so I don't leave an oil stain in my car. Oil stain is hard enough to get out. So Amazon boxes, stuff I was going to throw out anyway, so I don't have to deal with the trouble of cleaning it up. Damn mosquito. Seatbelt is always important. Small short story I got in a car when I was about 8 years old. I decided not to wear my seatbelt, and that's how I ended up with a scar on my head. There was a backpack on the side of my seat. I got into a car accident, and that backpack, which was a roller backpack, the handle hit me in the head. I think it knocked me out. It was a pretty bad accident. Airbags deployed. Always wear your seatbelt, please. Right, here we go. Get under my clothes. This door.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you? Just trying to do this oil.
How many quarts are in there?
Probably like 5.
I think that's our last one there, so we're probably
Alright.
probably full for time.
Yep.
I drove them up to it and just fill it up.
It's happening. You know, all I did was just oil change complete. Alright, so now to take this back home and see if the Turo guest is available for doing a oil change today, which I doubt that he is because apparently on my tracker he might be at work. Okay, it is now early in the morning and I was able to successfully organize with the Turo guest, and I was able to organize a time for me to be able to change his oil on the Turo car. I talked to him last night, thinking that he understood as to what I needed to do, or had a complete understanding as to how I was going to do it. Because ultimately, I was just going to change the oil. I didn't need the key from him. I already have my own key for the Turo car, as all Turo hosts should have a second key. But the reason why I'm doing this oil change, and this is a first for me because I've never actually performed an oil change while it was with a guest. The reason why I'm doing this is because, for one, it's cheaper for me to go and change it myself. I only have the cost of maybe time spent, which is probably going to be about 30 minutes for me changing the oil. Gas, I think the car is about 30 or 40 minutes away from me, from my current location right now. So that's probably about maybe $20 in gas, maybe, but it shouldn't be no more than $20. The car is about 40 minutes away. And I think to have him or the Turo guest take it to like a place like Valvoline, an oil change spot like Jiffy Lube, it would cost about $100 and maybe some taxes. It'll be $100, and that takes away almost 2 days of rental. So I might as well just suck that up and just do the oil change myself. The car takes fully synthetic. It's 0W20 oil. You can only get 0W20 oil in full synthetic only, from what I believe and from what I've heard. And so it just makes sense for me to do it myself. Plus, this is a long-term guest and he is keeping the car long-term. The reason why I did not do this oil change as I was going to specify before, I lost track of my thought, is because the last guest that had my car kept the car 6 hours later than what they were supposed to. And I thought they would have given it back, but they were very inconsiderate and they were very just unthoughtful of people and their time. So they kept the car 6 hours late. Their checkout time was supposed to be 12 o'clock and they ended up returning at like 6:35. And the new, which is the current guest now, their check-in time was at 6 o'clock. So they ran over into the guest's time and caused that confusion that I just had to give them the car at that time. And the guests pretty much told me at that time they were planning on keeping the car long term. And I'm actually making pretty good money off of this guest right now. They actually might end up paying off the car and I'm glad about that. So I want them to keep the car. So let's go ahead and see how much time I have to get to this guest. Let's go ahead and start this car up now and let's get to this guest. Maybe get some coffee because it is early in the morning. It is about 6:41 and I need to get to this guest. I told the guest I'd get to them at about 7:30 a.m. So I'm trying to uphold my promise because I don't want to interfere with the guests' plans, or I think they told me they had to work at 3 o'clock, but who's to say that they don't want to go anywhere else while they still have the car? So I'm taking my time. Well, I don't want to take my time, but I'm trying to prioritize my time and get this done quickly as possible. That's why I have all this gear in the back right here, like my jack stand, and my oil dump drain container. So let's get this done because I feel like I'm running a little bit late, but I'm actually on time. But you know how time be. Time just seems to leave when you need it most.
Okay.
Good morning.
Okay.
Thank you too. All right, guys, got my morning go-go juice, my cup of mud. Look at that early morning sunrise. All right, guys, pulling up to the address now. Prepared to work on my own car. I'm just going to pull up in here casually as if I own the property. And I'm going to start working on this car. Told the owner, or the renter, that I was going to try to do this quietly. All right, let's hurry up and get this done because I told them 30 minutes. All right, starting my timer now. Bam. All right, 30 minutes. And getting the oil change done. Crazy thing about doing this is that I still have to be very, very quiet because the renter might still be sleeping. Not that this necessarily takes a lot of noise, but it can. I don't want to wake the renter out of their sleep. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Who wants to be woken up early in the morning right now? Kind of black. It's been in there for about 7,000 miles. Usually I try to typically change this car every 5,000 miles, but it's been about 7,000 miles on this oil change. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to lower this car because it's not exactly on flat ground, but I'm going to do that after I hit this oil filter. And spinning the oil filter and it's coming down. Oh God. We're at 10 minutes right now. I still have to reach into my car with all this oil on my hands. Yeah, this is the real struggle right here. Having to wipe my hand off because I forgot the shop towels. You know, they say you're supposed to put oil in the new retainer ring, whatever this thing's called. Best way I do it, just grab the old oil. It's already there anyway. 18 minutes. Screw this on there. Tighten up this drain plug just to tighten off to the point that it's tight. Don't want to kill it because that's how I ruin. I mean, this is a cold engine, so I don't see any reason why it would break off. But I learned recently in one of my previous videos that I guess if you work on a hot engine, the metal gets hot and it makes it more easy to break. This is a cool engine right now. Not too much to worry about it. Still, we don't want to have any of those issues. 20 minutes right now. Yes, I do this with no funnel. I do all my oil changes with no funnel. Kind of as a challenge to myself, but at the same time, if you pour slow and steady, take your time, you shouldn't make a mess, as I have yet to overspill on this oil opening and I still have not made a mess. And we're just gonna top off some fluids because we're already here. 29 minutes. Start the car, make sure everything is good to go. Oh, this thing's been said oil change. So you mean to tell me that this man has been fighting me on this oil change and this thing has been needed an oil change? It literally says it on here already. So that is insane. The oil change is basically good to go. It's good to go and it's full of oil. And I just completed my first oil change on my Turo car at a guest house. Lock the car. That's all in the day's work for a Turo on-site oil change. All my stuff has oil on it, but I have these boxes right here, so they're all good. But I have oil on me. I have to figure out how the hell I'm gonna drive my car with all this oil mess on me. Change your oil, keep up with your maintenance in your Turo cars, and if you can, do all the maintenance yourself because it saves you money. This oil change would have cost me $100 at Jiffy Lube. That's almost 2 days of rental income for me. All right, now mind you, we're at 38 minutes as promised. I'm pretty much done. I was pretty much done at about 29 minutes. About 29 minutes, I was basically already pouring the oil in, so 30 minutes as promised. Additionally, I don't ever want to be in a situation like that again because every situation is not going to be ideal. Every situation is not going to allow you to have the space to be able to change oil on a car. This person might have been in the city, so I don't want to ever be in a situation like this again. It just happens to be that this car was out in a place where I could change it. I only had to do it this time because of the circumstances. I need to be a lot more on people's back with my renters because I need to enforce rules. But I would not ideally do this again unless I really have to. And this was a situation where I had to. That car had about 7,000 miles on this oil. I want to keep the car running. These Chevy Sparks and stuff are not exactly reliable. I want to keep it in its best maintained running condition. Look, y'all, I have to drive like this because of my oil change hands. I have to drive with cardboard covering the steering wheel because I have oil change hands on it. I don't want to get the residue on here. Just a funny little note from this situation. I think I'm gonna end here for today because I am messy. I'm tired. Okay, guys, peace. Bye.